things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Cook. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bob.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Catch in the middle, it's Proctor. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Fuller. Quickly complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll run it from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Spins away from the defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Finds his man. It's Church. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Irish.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Coming out with it, it's Huff. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Pittsburgh's offense taking the field, first chance we have to see them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really
wide open on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go to the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Got his man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Panthers want to move quickly. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move, it's Thomas. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Rides to the back. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking downfield, it's Strong. Here's a hit. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Good right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Sweet cut there. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside to David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Fuller. Sets up the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Snagged in the middle. It's Proctor.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Running into the open space. There he goes. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Pitt pushing the pace. Dropping back, it's Strong. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Panthers will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Looking to throw again. takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Pittsburgh now has it in the red zone. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt!
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Got it in the middle. It's Cook. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Fuller. Fires to the middle. Right on the money. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to go up top on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictable.
Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Pitt right back to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Takes a hit as he fires. He's got his man. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. It's Strong. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Houston. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
Turning it on! They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. He's now up to 66 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. Slithers into space. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Hand off to the lone back. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
The Panthers headed quickly to the line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Caught in the backfield, it's Sullivan. That'll be enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 48. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Runs through the tackle. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Strong. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. Oh, it's a reverse.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
Pulls it in. It's Sullivan. And that corner came in hot despite knowing he was giving up some size. They'll send the back in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Looking to buy time. Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
It's a phenomenal effort on third down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You gotta love it.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cook. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here come the Irish, back on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. To the air, it's Fuller. Snagged out of the air. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Proctor. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Throwing right. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.